March 28th, 9:30. Having a coffee here in Starbucks on Maxon Street. Across the road from the Vape Cafe. I haven't had a vape now in quite a while, and I keep on wondering, when I do see one, I think, you know what, I never really had too much of a problem with the vape. It's such an innocent vice to have. It's hardly detrimental to your health. Go for it. Just go on over and get yourself a vape. Don't be at it. Why are you beating yourself up? One of the many compulsions that occur inside my mind on a regular basis, and a compulsion can be seen as a sub-personality of the addict self. So here's what I read today, right? If you visualize in your mind an amphitheatre or arena, some people might use a basketball court or a football stadium or something, but the idea is that you're in the center of a large venue and it's dark and you can't see out into the audience. You don't know who's out there in the darkness. And in this amphitheatre, you're center stage and the spotlight is shining right down at you. So you're blinded. You can't see, but you can hear. And the voice coming from the darkness on the left will say, why don't you go to that website that you like to visit, redtube.com, and type into the search bar, teens in Russia, threesome. Why don't you do that? Russian teens, threesome. Yeah, that'd be a great laugh. And then similarly over to the right, another voice. Fuck that for a bag of fish. Why not go and order a big massive cake? Order a cake every time you have your coffee. It's hardly going to hurt you. You're bored with life anyway. You may just well have a cake. Just to eat the cake. Stop eating yourself. Just eat the bloody cake, will you? And then the last one, well, it's hardly the last one. The vape. Well, actually, for me, the loudest one I have is from my experiences with Kay. And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of that voice. She's abusing you, Connor. You're a pushover. You need to put on your gloves, step into the ring. Grow a set of balls, buddy. Grow a set of balls. Don't let her talk to you like that. So the guy suggests you visualize your finger on the light switch, or your finger on the spotlight. And you control the light. So you shine that light right into the darkness. And then you reveal these people, or these voices, or these sub-personalities of the addict self. You turn the lights on that voice that's talking about how useless you are as a man. And then you see, it's only a 12-year-old boy. It's only a 12-year-old boy out there in the darkness. That's you. That used to be what you were like when you were 12, parading about with your mates, trying to cop a look at some girls as they changed on the beach, or in the girls' locker room, climbing up to peek through the window to see if you could get a little look at a tit or a bit of vag. Oh, you were a sad boy back then. And now here you are in the darkness shouting at me about a relationship I was trying to have, or had, or I'm trying to walk away from. When I shine at the other direction, what's the story with the guy telling me to eat a cake? Well, there's like a little chubby version of me, say aged 16 all the way through to 20-something. I always had the extra few pounds, didn't I? Especially when I started drinking on a regular basis. So maybe it's that little fat boy version of me telling me to eat the cake, reminding me that I'm just a fatty deep down, and my default position is to eat as much cake as I want. So there you are, I'm in that little amphitheatre. And yeah, today I ended up having a confrontation with herself yet again. I started the day with a visit to the car shop to see if the car was fixed. And it was sitting over in the corner, filthy, dirty, busted tyre, lights barely fitted, not in a good state, certainly not in the kind of state you'd expect it to be if you were told to go and pick it up. And I couldn't find the boss man, but there was a guy lurking in the corner of the yard, and when I called his name, he disappeared into the shadows, too afraid to say hello. And so I was pissed off with that. Where's the boss man telling me to come down? And I come down, I just see the car, a shadow of its former self. And when I tried to communicate this to Kay, almost immediately she was offended. You know, she almost immediately it was, don't you talk to me like that. And I tried to explain, I can't hear what you're saying. If you are communicating with me, you're saying the same thing over and over again, and it's littered with insults. And so it kicked off. And I got the flock out of there. And I was driving down the road to get back to nowhere. Try and find some truth in the silence. That's what I'm trying to do the whole time. And I isolate. Trying to find some truth in the silence. And I was reminded then, you're the controller of the light switch. You can turn the spotlight on the audience. And you can shine light on that